Welcome back, my name is Carrie, and today I'm going to show you a prefab home company in California that's about to 3x their output. One of the things that seems to get people going in the comments is how long it can take to get a home. And I get it. I know a couple people who are on a wait list to get on a wait list. No, I made that up. Either way, increasing output is a good sign because there are people trying to get their mitts on homes, so why not crank up production? To sweeten the pot just a little bit, I'm going to show you one of their units set up in the wild, which is something a surprising amount of people ask for. I guess so we know that they're real. That's fair. The company I'm talking about is Azure Printed Homes, who are officially moving into a bigger factory later this month. What I'm going to do is tell you what's going on over at Azure, fill you in on the new space, and let you know what it means for production. Azure Printed Homes is a California-based company building a line of prefab homes with a unique twist. These are not your grandpappy's factory-built home. No, no. A portion of every home they build is 3D printed. On their website, the tagline that describes what they do is as follows: "We build sustainable, beautiful, and affordable 3D printed backyard studios, ADUs, tiny houses, and permanent homes." I've been following Azure for a while now, since way back in the beginning, and it's been a treat to watch things progress. When they first showed up on my radar, they were offering their backyard studios, ADUs, and homes, but since have branched out a bit with new offerings and models. They recently did a bit of an overhaul on their website because now they're offering backyard studios, ADUs, and tiny homes, glamping, manufactured home communities, and emergency affordable housing. Couple more use cases than they originally planned, but I think what happens is a company presents what they're offering, and then people say, yeah, what about this though? And then the company says, well, yeah, it would be perfect for that as well. Right now they're located in Culver City. However, if my sources are correct, and sometimes they are, they'll be moving into a new larger facility in South LA before the end of this month. The new space is said to be about 20,000 square feet, which will give them enough space to set up not one, not two, but 3 of their 3D printers, essentially tripling the operational capacity. They're running 1 now, they'll be running 3 at the new digs. Nice improvement without a doubt. I slid directly into the DMs of Azure to find out a bit more, and one of the co-founders, Gene, said, "We're at the brink of an exciting phase at our company. We're moving to a new, larger facility in South LA, 1/1/24. That's the 24th of January, FYI. This move is a significant leap forward for us, as we'll be tripling our operational capacity by adding 2 new state-of-the-art 3D printers to our arsenal." Exciting times. For sure. I'm certainly not an expert in 3D printing, having 3D printed nothing, but they're saying that their delivery is 70% faster than comparable modular spaces and has a 30% lower cost than comparable modular spaces. Then the icing on the cake is they're able to reuse the equivalent of 100,000 plastic bottles per 120 square feet of units built. Their website says a proprietary material blend fortifies recycled plastic, turning waste into a durable building material. It goes on to say that modules are designed for long-term wear and tear, extreme temperatures, winds, seismic activity, and more. Apparently the print portion of the build can be finished in 24 hours, which is impressive, but to be clear for those wondering, they aren't printing every single portion of these homes. The shell is 3D printed, then they build out the interior of the home similar to any traditional build. Flooring, cabinets, countertops, and all that good stuff is going to look, feel, and get installed the way a lot of us are used to seeing, which I think is a good mix. If they were 3D printing everything down to the toilet seat, it would probably be a lot for people to wrap their heads around, and I don't even know if that's possible, to be honest. It probably is. I think they've got a perfect mix of a new approach with elements people are comfortable with. So the big important expansion goes down in about a week and a half, and I think it's a monster step in the right direction and an indication that they're getting traction in the market. If they were sitting in their old, or I guess I should say current factory with their single printer and no orders, I can't imagine they'd be making this move. It wouldn't make any sense. I've been following on social media, seeing units going out, and earlier this week came across one of their recent deliveries that's pretty interesting. Not only has the unit been delivered and set up, but it's actually available to be taken for a test sleep to see if it'll work for whatever situation you might be looking at. The unit in question was delivered to Big Sur, California, specifically Tree Bones Resort, where they do glamping. I heard a funny joke about camping last week, but I can't remember what it is. I guess camping isn't the same as glamping anyway. Forget it. Check out this delivery. Interesting to see that they're able to move their studios with a forklift. Not needing a crane would certainly make the delivery process simpler in areas that have enough space for a forklift. This is their studio model. It has a footprint of 180 square feet, and it does look cool. The view up there has got to be outrageous. Obviously, every property isn't going to look like this, but people have been asking to see these things in the wild, and this is one of their recent deliveries. So here you go. They've completely decked this thing out with a deck and hot tub to soak in that view of the Pacific Ocean. Don't mind if I do. I mean, come on. Again, this is a studio, so inside they've got the kitchenette and bedroom, living room space, and then what looks to be a full-size bathroom. Not very often you see a black bathroom, but you know what? I don't mind it a bit. I like a big statement as much as the next guy. If you ever find yourself in the large Sur area, this thing is rentable on a nightly basis, but be prepared to open your wallet because views like that do not come cheap. It's currently listed at $750 per night, but if you tell them Carrie sent you, nothing will happen. They don't know who I am. I've talked many times about the floor plans offered by Azure in their ADU and single family line, so I'm not going to spend a bunch of time on those and bore the regulars. They've got this studio at 180 square feet, the large studio at 360 square feet, the one bedroom at 540 square feet, the one bedroom or junior two bedroom at 720 square feet, and the full-on two bedroom at 900 square feet. What I don't think I've mentioned on the channel before is they now offer models on wheels. This is noteworthy because some places don't want or allow permanent structures, so let's see what they got going on here. The smallest rolling option is the studio, same size and shape as the other studio, but it can be towed. I'm going to leave it at that. From there, they jump up to 270 square feet. The way this plan is set up, they've got the entrance on the side into a bit of a landing. Then they've got the living room and kitchen off to the left, followed immediately by the bathroom. The bedroom is located at the other end of the home, and it's a well thought out 270 square feet. The largest unit on wheels is the X360, which of course has a footprint of 360 square feet. The X360 is their two bedroom option on wheels, which is incredible news for anyone looking for a two bedroom on wheels. The way this plan is set up, they have the entrance on the side again into a landing. Similar to the 270, there is a bedroom immediately to the right and the living room is to the left, but everything beyond that is completely different. The bathroom is accessed through the hall, and then the second bedroom is at the back of the home. If it were me, I'd be setting up in the back bedroom because it's closer to the bathroom and washer dryer. Gotta have those creature comforts. Floor plans and renderings can only tell us so much, so I'm excited to see a few more of these things get built out. Before I wrap this thing up, I am going to get into their pricing, but keep in mind prices can and usually do change, but will be accurate at the time of posting this video. On the low end, their 180 square foot studio starts at $39,000, then on the high end, they get up to almost $200,000 with their 900 square foot two bedroom. They got a bunch of prices and sizes between those two, but you get the drift. On wheels, the X180 starts at $49,000, the X270 starts at $74,900, and the X360 starts at $94,900. Right now, they're projecting a build time of 4 to 6 weeks after site plan and approvals are finished, which of course takes a lot longer than the build itself. Azure Printed Homes is moving into a new factory in South LA to triple their output with 2 new printers. I'm always happy to hear when output is increased because then people who are trying to get one of these things don't have to wait as long. Waiting's the worst. I'm hoping they'll do a factory tour or at least post a few pictures on IG when they get settled, but either way, I'll be following along with what they're up to and posting updates right here on my YouTube channel. That's all I've got for today. If you like manufactured home videos, make sure to subscribe to my channel because I've got new ones coming out every single week. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.